do you think will come of that? I don't like the look of it. Oompa, loompa, doompa-dee-da. If you're not greedy, you will go far. You will live in happiness too. Like the Oompa, loompa, doompa-dee-doo. Doompa-dee-doo.
Okay, so that's the when I studied at Oompa Loompa University for my nutrition degree. This is what I learned: is that sugar makes you lean. This is my physique. This is last week. This is me. This is every day. We're just going to ride slow and a bit of a flex, just so you can see the low body fat. I'm age 44. I hardly do any exercise in the last 5-6 months. I've deliberately tanked my fitness. I'm the least fit I've been for, I don't know, maybe 20 years, you know what I mean? In terms of cardio and stuff like that. I just purposely, I took basically taking the summer off training, you know. I got out of shape. I'm out of shape. I've had people beat me up Norton Summit that shouldn't beat me up Norton Summit. It's been embarrassing. It's been good for my ego. And I'll start training again now, get the fitness back up. But that's the reality, is I am out of shape. This is me in terrible, terrible, terrible conditioning. The least fitness I've had for, was it 2000? No, this is the least fitness I've had for just over 20 years from inactivity. This is me out of shape in very, very poor fitness. But I'm still ripped as fructose, okay? Still ripped as fruct. What is the secret? The secret is, we'll get into that. All right, I'm going to read an email. This is from Wayne. Great question. Wayne says, I purchased your CTFU book, watched many of your videos. Thanks for sharing your experiences and being honest and authentic. It's very refreshing in a sea of marketing lies and contradictions. Wayne says, I appreciate that, Wayne. Wayne says, I'm not obese by any means, but last 2 years working from home mean my lifestyle has become less active and I've put on more fat than I'd like to have in my body. Other low-fat vegan authors like Chef AJ make a big deal about eating vegetables because they have a low caloric density, and when you get full, you're eating in a calorie deficit to force your body to burn fat. I'll just interject there. Chef AJ means well, but it's clear as day, in my opinion. She has a raging eating disorder, like eating like dehydrated broccoli for breakfast and like Brussels sprouts when you want pasta. It's just, in my opinion, in my experience of training thousands of women, that is a clear, rampant eating disorder. I mean, Chef AJ is one of the best chefs on the planet for any food, really, but especially for low-fat vegan food. And she's so caught up in this calories in, calories out disastrous model that she's eating frickin' Brussels sprouts dehydrated for breakfast. Because I'm going to fill up on vegetables. If you look at her, she looks manic. This is my opinion. It's no hate or anything. This is my opinion as a trainer of over 25 years, mostly for women and weight loss. She looks very sad and very anxious, and I don't blame her. I would too if I was eating freaking Brussels sprouts for breakfast. You know, I love Brussels sprouts, but not for freaking running my carbs, baby. Because I like getting stuff done with my brain, and my dong and my life quality is important to me. That's why I carb up every meal as much as I want every day. Unlimited carbohydrates, sweet fruit, sugars, rice, etc. I like sweet fruit in the morning. With sugar, it's juicy, it's sweet, it hits the spot. I don't want to have starch for breakfast. I don't want to have broccoli for breakfast. Right? I'm having sweet, juicy fruit. Ideally, the fruit's so sweet, I don't need to add sugar to it. But if it's poor quality fruit, because that's all I can get in the moment, then I'll add sugar to it, like tin fruit and syrup, etc. But hey, look how lean I am. This goal here is lean, healthy, feeling fit, feeling fantastic, without drugs and stuff like that. So Chef AJ, yeah, like it's crazy, man. I mean, I can't cook as good as Chef AJ can do food. I'm hopeless, man, but I'm lean and I'm satisfied. So it's really sad that someone like Chef AJ is caught up in this sugar's bad, carbs are bad stuff. But hey, if you hang around Dr. McDougall long enough, you too will be confused. So Wayne goes on to say, please correct me if I'm wrong. I really want to understand. It seems like your protocol doesn't try to put a person in a calorie deficit. That is correct. I don't... Calorie deficit? This word gets me all triggered up. Calorie deficit? What is a calorie deficit? Or a calorie deficit is you eat less than you burn more. How do you know how much you're burning? How do you know how much you're consuming? How do you know how much is in the food? How do you know how much you're digesting and absorbing? Well, you do go to fitday.com or whatever. No, you can't. Or you go to a laboratory and you do like pay some, pencil up his ass exercise physiologist $500 and they do a little printout sheet and you just go to all that and you hire a coach and no, you can do all that shit and that's a poor quality of life. It's a poor existence. Look at these people out there. Look at Dr. McDougall and his followers. Chef AJ, do you think they got a high quality of life? Look at Dr. Gregor. Is he in the shape you want to be in? Okay? Again, not hating, just saying. If these people are getting the results you desire, they're taking the names, they've got the hot fucking boyfriends or the hot girlfriends or whatever. If they're living the dream life you're living, the results, not the scamming of the money and selling people all this anorexia program so people buy it and they have a big addy or whatever. There's plenty of people out there. But even those people, I know those people, I know in person, they're depressed as fuck, alright? The multi-millionaires from selling calorie restriction programs on social media, the fake natties, depressed as fucked, okay? I know them, man. Some of them take me to court or know in person. I've got mutual friends. All depressed. Massively depressed. Cocaine addicts, man. Oh, they don't do cocaine. They're very nice on social media. Social media isn't fucking real life, people. Alright? What people post on social media is very often far from their fucking reality. What's going on behind the scenes. Alright? Just saying. And that's how gullible people are. They think what's on social media is what's really going on. Anyway, so I don't believe in calorie deficit. I believe in, because we don't know how many calories you're getting. We don't know how many calories you're burning. We don't know how many calories you're absorbing. No one knows. If you say you do, you're a liar or you're a noob who's confused. No one knows how much you ate today. Unless you ashed it down and measured it up. And then, okay, so got that, maybe. In a lab, you're some astrophysicist. You did 2 samples of your food every day for life to get your calories in, calories out. And then what about how much did you digest and absorb? How much do you need that day? You do a basal metabolic rate during one, you add 10%, 11%. Coach Greg wouldn't have a fucking clue. Look at his conditioning now. Look at his, he's like, again, look at his wife. If you want those results, follow them. If you want that, look what happened to Scott Murray. Scott Murray's dead. He followed Greg Doucet's advice, now he's dead. A young man, otherwise healthy, dead from following Greg Doucet's advice. Alright? That's my strong opinion there. We're talking, fuck, man. Really. If it's not your life quality going, you die. Your relationships gets fucked up. You don't really, and you do, oh man, this is gets me all triggered up. Anyways, look at my girlfriends when they live with me, how good they look. Look at Natasha. Today she got a video up about high carb Hannah. Look how good Natasha looks. Look at glowy in the face, how slim she looks without any starvation or stimulant addiction or even daily use or whatever. Even monthly use, she doesn't even use any stims. So, so getting back to the topic, I'm all razzed up here. Based on their activity level, if a person is eating enough carbs to fill their glycogen stores, meet their calorie needs, and not be in a deficit, how will they ever lose any body fat? Great question, Wayne. It's a very common question. This is the bullshit that's been put into people's heads out there. Or you fill your glycogen. How do you know how much glycogen you can even store? Or on Wikipedia it says 400 grams. How do you know it's 400 grams and not 800 grams? Well, how do you know it's 900 grams and not 600 grams? You don't know that. I don't know how much glycogen I can store. It varies all the time based on your hormones, based on your hydration, based on your sleep, based on your DHT levels. What if you're taking finasteride? There's so many factors that change all the time. So when we're counting our calories, I've only got a ceiling of how much calories you can eat. That's so wrong. It's so backwards thinking. It's not logical. It's not rational. It doesn't fucking work. All it does is it decreases life quality. I've never met anyone in my life who's a calorie counter who has a good quality life that I would want to live in terms of emotional state control. I've never met that. And I know a lot of people. I talk to people every single day. Every hour of the day, I'm talking to someone. If I'm awake, I'm talking to someone. Online, in person, I am talking and listening every single day. Even if it's a monologue and I'm just listening to what someone's saying on an interview or whatever, I'm listening, I'm looking, I'm observing, I'm communicating, I'm taking things in. I've never met anyone who believes in CICO, calories in, calories out, aka psycho, who's living a quality life that I envy. Okay? Maybe there's some people out there who, have a running time that's pretty envious, but I look at their quality of life and I'm like, nah, they're running fast, they're not even enjoying it, they're pressed as fuck. They're quick, but I listen to their shoe advice, I listen to their training advice, but I don't listen to their life and nutrition advice, because I could make them even faster and happier and have better quality boyfriend or girlfriend. So that's the deal. Fuck the calorie deficit, focus on fats. Fat in versus fat out. We don't know how much fat we're burning. We don't know that. Oh, you do know I've got a power meter, I can count. No, you fucking can't. You can't. You cannot tell me with your life depending on it how many calories you burnt today. Well, I did. I had my little heart rate watch on and an Apple Watch, and I got a nutritionist and a page personal trainer. No, that doesn't fucking work. That's not accurate. Could be 10%, 20%, 100% out. We don't know. It's just it's ballpark at best, and it's just pointless. What you want to focus on, I'll explain why, is fat grams. I've got no drugs in my system right now, no caffeine, nothing. This just gets me hyped up. This is how wrong this whole system is. It's just conditioning people. And Wayne sounds like a really good guy, and that pisses me off. That good guys like Wayne, who are really out there just trying to do good in the world, better themselves, get misled by whoever started this whole thing. It's almost like a conspiracy theory. It's like an Alan Jones of nutrition. Even Alan Jones is a dickhead. He's saying carbs are bad. Andrew Tate says some good shit, and he goes, sugar's bad, carbs are bad. Like, Andrew Tate, you're an idiot on nutrition, bro. Even that entrepreneurs and cars, sugar's bad. What? Jamie Oliver started this, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, that's the deal. You want to focus on enhancing and maximizing the function of your Krebs cycle. All right. Keto and calories in, calories out suppresses the Krebs cycle. Natasha's just reminded me that it suppresses your Krebs cycle. You don't want Krebs cycle suppression. The protocols we teach enhance Krebs cycle. They're a protocol that enhances Krebs cycle effectiveness. Okay, you want to deploy your Krebs cycle every minute of the day if fat loss is the goal. If I'm going to have a fatty meal, which I do if I'm getting too lean, then I store that fat as body fat. And that's not a bad thing. We're age 44, and I've got ripped abs and freaking veins everywhere. I maybe look a bit haggard to some people on camera. So I put a little bit of body fat, smooths me out a bit. But at too much fat, then I start to feel insulin resistant, I feel a bit my allergies kicking in with the cat fur, etc. Because the fat sits in your bloodstream, it elevates your triglycerides, and it prevents oxygen from going around. So what happens is, let's say that you want to lose 10 kilos of fat or 50 kilos of fat, by cutting your fat down to 10 grams a day, all of a sudden the fat can start to leave your body. You breathe the fat out. You breathe the fat out. It takes 3 kilos of oxygen to burn 1 kilo of fat. So if you're eating the fat, you're restricting how much oxygen to get into your blood. And if you're restricting how much oxygen gets in your blood, you're restricting how much fat you can breathe out. Literally, Google it up. What happens to fat when it leaves the body? We breathe it out in the form of carbon dioxide and water. All right? Maybe it's about 86% breathed out and 14% peed out versus water and carbon dioxide. So that's what happens to fat. So we've got to understand how fat is burned, and fat is breathed out. There's even a conspiracy, is that the right word that we use? There's a social narrative out there that tells people exercise with your mouth shut. Look at all the fitness models on Instagram, all the fake nadies, the girls with the butt implants and boob jobs, and who are lying about it. And if you want to get a boob job and a butt implant, that's okay, your choice, but don't lie about it. If you're doing a liposuction on your abs to get lean, don't lie about it. If you're taking steroids like Sean Baker, etc., your choice, your body, don't lie about it though. Don't fraud people. So that's just the deal, man. And so the fat is going to be inhibited. The dietary fat is going to inhibit your oxygen around your body. And you need that oxygen for your Krebs cycle and to burn fat, okay? Oxygen is the most important thing. That's why if you take erythropoietin, if you take testosterone, that increases your fat burning. Why? Because it boosts your red blood cell count, okay? That's how testosterone burns more fat. That's why I laugh when people are on TRT and they're doing a keto diet. And it's like, why would you do TRT or take steroids, which increase your hemoglobin, and then you turn the hemoglobin off by having fat and then risking a blood clot because now you got more thick blood, plus you're having a fatty meal, and it's going to hit your bloodstream and cause your red blood cells to aggregate, stick together. It's just dumb. It's stupid. It's absolutely like guys like more dates, more plates. Just, idiots on the topics of nutrition. They're doing some other great stuff, but when it comes to nutrition, they're idiots. Idiots. More dates, more plates. You're an idiot when it comes to nutrition. You say carbs are bad, and then you say carbs are good. All right. I mean, you're great with the pharmacokinetics and stuff like that, but when it comes to nutrition, bro, you're just peddling the same crap as Greg Douchet, and that's why more dates. Respectfully speaking, you can't be as lean as me year round. The only way you get as lean as me is starving, and that's sad because I know how much you suffer, bro. I know how much you would suffer. And so you have these influencers out there who are just spreading the message, and these young, it just gets put out there. People don't even question it. It's like, well, everyone else is saying that, I should say that too. And it's like the whole fake natty thing. People are like, I just do TRT. No, you're not Greg Douchet. You're running grams a week, you know. You're not just doing TRT. TRT, you shrink on TRT. If you're taking big gear grams before, you noticeably shrink down to looking normal. If you look like a bodybuilder, you're still on cycle, unless you just quit cycle last week. This is how it is. But anyway, get back to the topic. Yeah, don't worry about calories in, calories out. It's all lie. It's all bullshit. Or durianrider, what about the people in the prisoners of war camp? Yeah, they're starving. You starve down. You starve down. Of course, if you starve yourself, you lose weight, you lose muscle, you lose brain function, you lose personality, you lose everything. You lose your libido, you lose everything. You lose your red blood cells, you become anemic, you lose your T3, your T4 levels tank, your TSH goes up, and then you rebound. Then you go into metabolic damage, aka adaptive thermogenesis, and you just gain all this weight back because you're in starvation. Your body's now survival mode. So that's why people think, if you just eat less, like the prisoner of war people, starve yourself or anorexics, you lose weight. Yeah, but you lose everything. You lose your personality. I'll say it again. You lose your personality. You lose your libido. You lose your drive. You become a drug addict with caffeine, with modafinil, with Ritalin. You need them every day. You can't just have them once a week or once a month. You need them every day or every few hours. You need stimulants to stay awake, stay focused, because you're so deprived of carbohydrate that you're just starved out. Your brain can't feel properly. You lose, your clit isn't as sensitive. Your dong's not as sensitive. You can't sleep as deep. You need sleeping tablets. You need alcohol. You need some downers. You need some weed to go to sleep or something like that. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. So you really just have to do my protocols and never look back and forget it. I mean, look at Vegan Gains. Again, no hate to Vegan Gains. Remember him years ago saying durianrider's program is wrong, blah, blah. Look at Vegan Gains today. Look at his wife today. Okay? If they're looking and vibing of how you want to look and vibe, listen to them and have, broccoli for breakfast or whatever, lentil oats or something like that. Just starvation. Sugar's bad, don't eat sugar, Again, no hate to these people. I feel sorry for all these people because I know they're in massive, massive pain, man. I wake up every day going, damn, I've got another good day on the planet. I've got another day to do what I want to do. I wake up every single day going, what do I want to do today? What do I want to do today? And I created that freedom for myself. I don't have rich parents. I don't have any estate funds like that. I didn't scam anyone. I didn't rip anyone off. I didn't want to fuck anyone over. I didn't fuck anyone over financially, etc. I'm self-made by being honest citizen, honest trainer. I'm an honest trainer. When if you ask me about nutrition advice, weight loss advice, you're going to get the fucking honest truth. Even if I lose money, even if you go, durianrider, you're a fuckface, you swear too much, I don't want to buy shit from you. Whatever, that's your loss. That's your loss. If someone buys my ebook, my coaching, I appreciate that. But I'm not out here to be a millionaire. If I was, I'd be a scammer as other people. You won't really make millions of dollars telling the truth against social narratives. You just won't unless you just really, I don't know what you're doing there. Yeah, it's not how it is. Like, you just don't become rich by going against social narratives. That's not how it works. You know, and all those rich. That's why so many millionaires are so depressed, man. Yeah, that's why so many millionaires are so depressed. Even the guys who are like banging a different chick every day, they're mad depressed. They're having to do coke and crazy, stupid shit to get off, and it's just they're so depressed, man. Same with the chicks. They're like got all the makeup and surgery and like, look. Do you think Kardashians are happy, man? They would be absolutely depressed, man. Absolutely depressed. Imagine that. Imagine being so wealthy. You walk down the street and you find $10,000, and you're like, I can't be fucked picking it up. Like the level of depression, or just being so, like fearful of negative social appearances or whatever. You just constantly like having to Photoshop everything and do crazier surgeries and craziest Photoshop and just crazy and crazier stuff, because you fear social narratives going against you. That is living in a prison, living in an emotional prison. So that's my tip, Wayne. is on my protocols, don't listen to anyone else, man. Like, if you're scared of spiders, you just listen to me. You don't listen to someone who don't touch spiders. You listen to me. If you want to be over your fear of spiders, you listen to me. If you want to be over your fear of snakes, over your fear of anything like that, then I'm good at, listen to me. Forget everyone else. All right. If you're drowning in the ocean, grab my life jacket, man. Put it on and start swimming. Don't listen to the fuckwit in the jetty saying, that life jacket's not safety approved. I want to see a random controlled blind study that life jacket's okay. Fuck them. Fuck them off. They just don't have a clue, or they're sincerely wrong. If you want to swim and get back on shore, just do my protocols and don't look back. How will you lose the weight? How will you lose the fat? You have more oxygen in your body. You're oxygenating your cells. We know cancer can only grow in an environment where it's deprived of oxygen, okay? The human immune system is fueled by sugar. Cancer is fueled by sugar. Your brain is fueled by sugar. When these idiots out say, oh, to starve your body of sugar, to starve the cancer. You just to starve your brain. You starve your freaking immune system. And cancer cells can only thrive if your immune system is weak, underfueled, undersugared. Cancer cells can only thrive in an environment that's low in oxygen, aka high-fat diets or excess fat diets. If you're running under 10 grams of fat a day, like Dr. Gerson said, Dr. Max Gerson, Google up him, you're going to have your best chance of cancer preventions, etc., recoveries. Anyway, that's not the topic. The topic is fat loss. You lose the fat by letting oxygen into your body. Calorie deficit, that starvation nation thing just fucks your thyroid. It puts you in a rebound. That's why all these people who say, Harley, you're wrong. I'm like, bro, you're not as lean as me, man. I got striated glutes. I got glutes in my butt cheeks, man. For some people, that's disgusting and gross. But I got feathers in my butt cheeks, bro. I got feathers in my delts. You can see the striations and veins in my delts. That's lean, man. You can see my jaw when I'm chewing. You can see the muscles in my face when I'm chewing. Okay, that's how lean I am. There's people out there disagreeing with me, man. There's some people out there who are really lean, but they're taking diuretics and stimulants, and they're absolute nut jobs to be around. Once the camera turns off, a lot of them just start crying. They just are miserable, constantly high every day, never sober. So the fat burns in the flame of carbohydrate. The fat burns via oxygen. 3 kilos of oxygen, 1 kilo of fat. So the question isn't calorie deficit. The question is, where is your oxygen coming from? How much hemoglobin do you have? My protocols raise hemoglobin. I don't recommend a vegan diet. I recommend doing my protocols. A vegan diet today, what's that? It's almost like an eating disorder. Don't eat sugar, don't eat white rice, fruit's okay, but not smoothie. It's just a bunch of, the average vegan has pitiful fitness. The average human in the West has pitiful fitness. But if you look at the vegans out there, like Mick the Vegan or something, the guy's fitness is tanked. His baby died recently. We don't know why, but was it because of, vegan orthorexia? I don't know. Hope not. It's sad, but it's like, that's a whole new topic, whole new discussion there. But the average vegan out there, average vegan YouTuber, poor fitness levels. You got guys like Simnet Nutrition, doing alright, but he's lying about his steroids. He's using steroids. Use them if you want, but he's lying about it, in my opinion. I'd bet my life on it that Simnet Nutrition, John Venus, all those vegan YouTube dudes, the muscle, the massive transformations, I'd bet my life on it. They're all using anabolic steroids. But they're all not going to be honest about it, in my opinion, because all the noobs out there go, oh, you use steroids are bad, I can't use that. But that's what I mean. Like, these people, they'll be able to be lied to. If you tell these people the truth, they don't respect you. If you lie to their face, they respect you and buy your shit. That's how dumb the average person is in America, and in Australia, in Europe. We're dummies. They're dummies. I can spot a fake natty a mile away. Anyway, that's the deal. Just follow my advice. Look at my girlfriends who live with me. Simple as that. Don't take advice from people on SSRI medications who eat KFC and go, I did during this program, I got fat. No, sorry. Eating bananas before you have your bucket of KFC isn't my fucking protocol. My protocol doesn't involve taking SSRI drugs that make you blow out like a fucking whale. Alright? They don't. My protocol isn't going to McDonald's with your kids and having a Big Mac fucking value meal and saying, well, I'm doing this protocol, but I can have a little cheat meal. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's fucking doing my protocol, my ebooks, alright? That's the deal. Thanks for listening. Fat burns in the flame of carbohydrate. Don't do shit that suppresses your Krebs cycle. Don't do medications to suppress testosterone. Don't do medications to suppress DHT. Don't do the contraceptive pill which suppresses testosterone. Do my protocol, my ebooks, people. Don't look back and just question the social narratives out there. Okay?